Now you can hear me? Excellent, 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 excellent. How you doing, everyone? This is Hud Zero, the old school gamer, and of course the Ironheart of Xbox, and welcome to another episode of Gamers Play Live. If you have not done so, please, why don't you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you like any of the content that I actually bring you. And if you want to hit that bell as to make sure that you understand that I actually bring all the content that you possibly would like every single Tuesday night. I'm going to give you my best. I'm going to be my all. So let's get started. There's a lot to talk about. Now, when it boils down to Xbox, there's a lot to say. But first, let's get some formalities out of the way. This is actually my second episode since I actually got back. Second episode? So, I'm actually going to try to do the best I possibly can to give you all my opinions. Now, these are all opinions. No major, there might be some facts sprinkled inside there, but of course, these are opinions. These opinions are mine, and if you have any objections to any of my opinions, feel free to, say what you have to say, but keep it clean, keep it respectful. If not, I only give you one warning, and then I give you the boot. So, let's get into where we are at, shall we? Well, I think right now we all know that Xbox is in a pickle. The team at Xbox is in a pickle. They've been very quiet as of late. Of course, they brought out some great games, such as Hi-Fi Rush, Shadow Drop. Amazing game. If you haven't played it yet, it's available on Game Pass. And, of course, it's also cheap for $29.99, I believe it is, on Steam and also on the Xbox Store. Drop into the game. It's phenomenal. The storyline is quirky but funny and tasteful. And of course, 808, the cat. Come on, adorable. It's a beat 'em up slash rhythm game. I don't know how to put it. I mean, I think it was rhythm beat 'em up with like a Devil May Cry with a little bit of Beat Mania, with a splash of Jet Set Radio for color and splash, and of course the transition between animated and also real time is almost seamless. Amazing. Lately, I just want to tell you some of the games that I've been jumping into. I actually jumped into Hogwarts Legacy. Despite all the controversy behind the game, Chef's Kiss. Amazing game by the small team at Avalanche. I believe it's Avalanche. This is Avalanche Studios. Now, there's two different Avalanche companies. There's one through the WB that worked on, I believe it was Mad Max, and then there was another team that's also Avalanche that did, I think it was Just Cause and one other game. Those are the ones that are actually working on the Contraband game that's coming out. I don't undisclosed date. We don't know when that's going to happen. But this team that's at WB, man, they put a lot of heart in this game. Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know how they did it. It's addicting. It's amazing. The combat is fantastic. The story is actually whimsical, and the exploration, it makes you want to go further into the lore of the world of Hogwarts and also its history. And then of course you actually have, well, I guess it's hard to really be attached to some of the characters. You really can't get attached to. but every single character has a certain part to the story, and you have to really pay attention to who you attach yourself with, and also the quest and the transitions when you actually go into the classes, the side stories, the magic spells that you actually learn by actually kind of going off the beaten path. It actually encourages you to actually do that, because there are certain spells and techniques that you will not learn unless you do kind of go off the beaten path. Let me tell you something. It's a fantastic. I'm about I'm 12 hours in, and I'm not even there. Not even 1/4 into in the beginning of the story. I haven't even gotten my broomstick yet, and a lot of people said, why didn't you get your, you know? Well, trust me, I want to savor every single moment, but I also do want to do a review, so I need to try to speed it up. But there is just much too much game to explore, and I just don't want it to end, and I keep on thinking about it. And believe it or not, after this video, I'm actually going to jump back into it. So yeah, great game, available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Jump on it, play it, love it. If you know, and I really don't listen to all the haters out there. I mean, listen, it's a video game. They put a lot of heart into it. Just play it just because it's a game. It's awesome, and the lore and all that other stuff, other nonsense. Just push it to the side, please. Another game that came out today was another one called Wanted Dead by the same team that actually did the Dead or Alive series and and also Ninja Gaiden. They're the same team, but not necessarily the same team. They're not the same company, but it's the same team that actually did those. Well, it's mixed. I mean, right now it's right now sitting at a 59 Metacritic, I think it is. Reason why, because the game is extremely janky. From what I've saw in the game, I didn't get a chance to play it yet, so I'm gonna hold my judgment. But I also heard that it did crash a couple of times on the PC. So it still has a lot of bugs that has not been worked through. Hopefully they work those bugs out and we get a more polished product. But it's only the first day. I still wish that they actually did spend a little bit more time, because it looks pretty awesome. I love action, games, beat 'em ups, but, and also, yeah, I do have to say that the script and also the voice acting seems a little, I don't know. It looks like it seems to have there's no emotion behind it, but that's only from the ad. That's from the gameplay video. So can you imagine what the actual game is going to be like? I don't know. What else? I actually got an opportunity to jump on Wild Hearts, another fantastic game by Koei Tecmo that actually got got published by I believe it was EA Games. This is a good get. Right now I think there's still a 10-hour trial that you can still get on, and I don't think got in for about an hour. It's very deep. If you like games like Monster Hunter, you'll definitely love this game, and I believe it's more of a deeper. It's like a deeper Monster Hunter game, because you do have to go after monsters, and you actually build. You can be able to build contraptions and traps and other like to go after certain monsters. You track them. It's almost similar to Monster Hunter, but not quite. But oh my gosh, I tell you, there's a lot of great, amazing games that I wish that I had more time to play, because there are so many. And there's also a game that right now is under NDA, so I cannot really mention anything about it. But you will be seeing a review sometime in March. I am reviewing the game. I will probably give you more information about the game. But so far, I'm actually enjoying it. That's all I can really tell you. So once the embargo is finished, you'll actually see my full review. I may do a stream about it probably closer to the date. So yeah, you look forward to that. So yes, yeah, things are moving along. I can't wait. All right, so now that I got all the little formalities out of the way, let's talk about my wonderful little company called Xbox. And it's sad to say, it really is to say that I've been somewhat disappointed, and as of late, of what they've been doing, and I believe that a lot of people who are diehard Xbox fans can agree. Let's get started with the what's been going on with the ABK deal, and all the little nuances. And you know what, I know there's been a lot of video about videos about the ABK deal, what's been going on, and yada yada enchilada. And right now, I really don't. I don't want to. I don't want it to get too deep into what's going on, because it's really starting to get convoluted, and I'm getting tired of it, because it's going to be a long process. So everyone's got to be patient. Everyone's got to be patient with what's going on over at with the fellows at Xbox. What do you feel that Xbox should do in the meantime? Because I don't think they have any clue on what their plan actually is. I mean, you notice that there's been absolute silence going on over at Redmond, Washington. You haven't really seen much. I mean, besides their normal status quo with every single Friday they have their weekly roundup. They tell about what's going on in the gaming world and what's going on in Game Pass and yada yada. And their same little ads that they throw on Twitter, he's showing, this is what's coming out for Game Pass. And not too many announcements. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the great thing is we got to talk about a little company called I believe it's called what was the company called again? The Atomic Heart, that's coming out next week on the 20th. I think the 20th or the 21st. There was an ad that popped up, and it poked a little fun. At it poked a little fun at and I have to let me see if I can find it. It's man, let me tell you, it's let's see. Oh man, I had it. Oh no, it's missing. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to find it, but in the meantime, the ad actually pokes a little fun at Hogwarts Legacy. but they did it in such a tasteful way where it shows action, and I believe the actor's name, he actually played. I forgot his name from here. You ever saw the movie Heroes? I mean, that's the show Heroes. He was like one of the characters from Heroes. He actually did the main character. And let me see if I can actually find. I have to find it for you. Oh man, let me tell you, it looks really, really awesome. Let's see if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. I'll find it. Oh man, and this is something. This ad, I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, here it is. I found it now. I gotta show you this ad. Oh man, it looks so freaking rad. And I said, wow, why can't they just do this? Why can't they do this? It makes no sense. Oh, let me see if I can find that for you. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you right now. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. I found it. Here we go. All right, here we go. I found it. I'm not showing it. It's not showing up. Dang it.
How are we going to survive the robot apocalypse?
It's not popping up. Hold on. Oh, see, when this is the problem when you actually go live. Sometimes certain things that you think actually works great, it works great when you actually do the rehearsal part, and then when you finally get to it, it messes up on you. Not fun. Not fun at all. I wish I had like a wingman or something like that to actually help out with me, But I will find that file. But let me just get to the point while I actually find it for you. See, Xbox has a certain issue. Right now, everyone's been, I guess not everyone, but I would say like a select few people felt like it was a miss that they didn't do any ads for the Super Bowl. And Super Bowl, when it comes down to ads, you're talking about almost like several $1 million per ad, just for 30 seconds, or a minute, depending on what you're doing. And that 30 seconds can come and go like an instant. But a lot of people who are sitting around the bar, or who has been probably inside your living room eating a bowl of pretzels, they might get the opportunity to kind of glimpse at the future of Xbox, but within that 30 seconds. And that 30 seconds could be a lifetime of new subscribers to Game Pass, 30 seconds worth of new eyes on the product. Some people who actually felt that Xbox didn't really care about gamers. They might change their mind. It really depends. It's all about the mindset. And I feel like Xbox just, something's holding Xbox back. And you know what? I'm actually gonna have to boil it down to the company that actually houses Xbox, and that is Microsoft. Microsoft Corp. Microsoft. The powers that be. They right now seem like they are the Achilles heel that is actually dragging the Xbox name down. Now, everyone is saying, "Oh, blame Phil Spencer, blame Phil Spencer, blame Phil Spencer." Just put all the blame on the exec. It was all his fault. He has all the control. He could be able to do X, Y, and Z. He could be able to write the ship. He could be able to blah 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 blah. All right, I get it that he has to go to the head exec. He has to sit. He has a seat at the table, and he has to be able to get to Satya's ear to say, "Hey, I have this idea, or this is what we can do." I mean, he's the one that actually convinced them to keep Xbox, because, believe it or not, if Phil did not step in, Xbox would be dead. I'm just putting it out there. Xbox would, as a name, would be dead. And Microsoft Game Studios would actually become third party. All the games that you know of is Halo, Fable, Forza, all that stuff. You probably would have saw it on PlayStation. You probably would have saw it on the Nintendo Switch. You obviously will see it on PC. And of course, when streaming actually became big, Google Stadia, they probably would have had Halo and Forza and all that stuff. And then you're going to be seeing all these partnerships where, you're going to see third parties asking for certain IPs from Microsoft. And, it all sounds great on paper. And, financially, that would probably be the most viable thing to do. I mean, look what's happened to Sega. And I guarantee you, all the heads over there at Sony is wringing their hands, hoping that day actually comes. They're going to say, yes, another video game giant bites the dust. Yes, we are the killers. We are the killer of killers. And we are going to be the most dominant force in gaming for the rest of all times. Our name will be synonymous with video gaming. No one will be able to make games like us. But how ridiculous does that sound? Why do you not want competition? I try to figure this out. What is wrong with being competitive? I really feel that I really feel like I don't know. I just feel that they, hold on a second, let me just fix something. I really feel like that Xbox had so many missed opportunities. And what steps do they have to take to right the ship? They were going in the right direction. They had a huge momentum. I still remember the day that we all watched the Game Awards, and Microsoft and Xbox team came up with that huge trailer with the introduction to the Xbox Series X. And then when Phil Spencer walked out in confidence, and he had that shirt and it said "Power Your Dreams," and then he was mentioning about another game, and then the second video was the image of Senua and the chanting and all that stuff, and it shows Hellblade 2. And everybody was getting excited. Yes, this is what you do. This is how you do it. This is how you get everybody's attention. You had everyone in the palm of your hands. And then somehow, some way, somehow, you were right there at the 5-yard line. I'm going to use football analogies just because football season's over, but it's fresh in your minds. You were at the 5-yard line. Xbox was right there at the 5-yard line, and you fumble the ball. At the 1-yard line, you fumble the ball. And then I said, How did you allow that to happen? How did you allow yourselves to fall that far? And everyone found out about all these acquisitions, and people were getting excited. I was getting excited. I said, oh wow, all these franchises that could come back, all these great games that they can actually make. The first project that came out of Ninja Theory was a game called what? Now I forgot what the name of the game was. Wow, that's sad. I actually forgot what the name of the game actually was. Let me see if I can actually find it. But let's just say they canceled the game. They in other words, the game was no longer the game is still active. You can still play the game, but they're no longer updating it. Let me see if I can actually find the name of the game. Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like the concept. I mean, everyone likes that. I believe it was 4v4 battle. I guess you could call it a battle royale. No, not really. But it's a 4v4 versus game with objectives, with quirky characters. You can be able to change their outfits, and of course, each one has their own strengths and weaknesses, different special attacks, and what have you. And the character designs were pretty amazing. I believe the last 2 characters they added into the game was about almost 4 years ago. I think it was. Was it 4 years ago or 5 years ago? I forgot what it was. And then from that point on, it found out that the player base did not really go anywhere, and then they just quit. They up and quit, and they said, you know what? It's not worth putting the money in. Let's take the whole entire team and put them towards the new projects, like Project Mara, which is supposed to be coming out at an undisclosed date. We don't know when that game's supposed to come out, and I believe it was and Hellblade 2, which they have like all new motion capture equipment, and they're gonna use like the power of the Unreal Engine 5, and all we actually got was documentaries of the locations that they actually did the topography, imaging, I think it was called, where they actually were able to map out like textures and all the different environments. And then of course the battle and the combat, they actually did the motion capturing for that. I'm looking forward to that game. I really am. And I don't know if that game is going to be coming out this year or they're going to be pushing it to next year, because we don't even know what the date of Starfield is, which is another problem. No one knows the date of when Starfield is coming out. People are saying, oh, it's going to come out in March. I mean, it's already February. Why would they bring it out in March? And we haven't even gotten a preview video or anything that disclose what the date's going to be, or any other mechanics in the game. I mean, yeah, granted, they actually did a small little video about how many planets you can actually visit in worlds, and some are going to be dormant, some are not, and of course they talked about some of the combat, and they touched up on a lot of things. And they said they're going to have a event that's going to be based all around Starfield. I don't know what they're going to put into the event. Maybe they're going to show off a new controller. Maybe they're going to show off a exclusive console. They're probably going to show maybe a deluxe edition. Maybe they'll announce, oh, you get to play, I don't know, Starfield 2 weeks before the game is officially out. If you purchase the deluxe edition, who knows? I mean, I'm just speculating. Speculation Town is actually fantastic. It's always warm and everything. The pools are open 24/7, and and of course the ice cream is always cold. But I think right now, my worry is that the game is possibly going to get delayed. And it might come out in June. And June is right there at the very end of the window of the fiscal year. So, but no advertisement, the only thing we got is like some images offline from some Chinese company that showed the backing of the packaging, and that's it. I mean, some people say, "Oh, well, it's close." How close is it, though? I mean, it could be in the fall for heaven's sake. I mean, they do these packaging ahead of time because they want to make sure that they have enough boxes to be able to enclose half of the games they're going to be bringing out. I mean, why do you feel? I want to choose my words carefully here. Why do you feel that Starfield is going to be coming out earlier than you actually think? It's not logical to kind of put a date on a game that is highly anticipated, that a lot is riding on, and they have to really choose their battles very, very carefully, because look at Forza. The new Forza has no date either. All we have is 2023. That's the only thing we know. And I believe it's for that reason. They don't know if Starfield is going to be coming out in June 2023. And they held back the date of I have a feeling that probably what happened. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I feel like, I don't know. I really feel like, the Xbox is in a pickle. They're in a predicament, and Microsoft is to blame. So I feel pretty burnt out when it boils down to it. There's a few other things that I really want to